Hey guys, Knuckles Dawson back again with another part to our NXE preview, and we're going to be taking a look at some features such as playing from the hard drive, some UI changes with invites and stuff like that, and some other things that are totally awesome. So to start, we're going to go to our games library and select Saints Row 2, which actually happens to be in the disk, and I have it already installed as you saw from the previous video, so we're going to play it from our hard drive. And this loading screen that we see here is actually uncut, so there's no me skipping around to make things quicker, but this actually shows how fast it shows up. Now you'll see that it's said at the beginning, friends playing Saints Row 2. If you click the guide, they'll take you to your friends list. Now after the NXE comes out, it may signify how many friends it is or show a specific group, but at this point at least it'll let you know that there are people out there playing the game that you're playing. So this loading screen here just goes a lot faster. It probably saves a good 5 or 6 seconds off the bat there, and so that's nice. And moving on, you'll see that I am about to get a game invite to play some co-op in Saints Row 2, and rather than just say so-and-so wants to play, it actually will give you an invite that'll say the game title in it, so you always know what people want to play when they send you an invite. So if it's cross-game, you'll know that they may want to play Gears of War 2 or something like that. So Church's Wife wants to play Saints Row 2, so I'm going to select that and accept that. That being said, I am going to skip through the loading screen for loading the world just because that's staring at a judge and stuff for a long time, and that's unnecessary. Anyway, so that's going to bring me into the world, which is going to fade in awesomely. But let's say that you're in the middle of playing a game and you want to move on to something else really quickly. If you hit your guide, you can go to the quick launch thing right below the dashboard option, and that'll have recent games that you've played and or downloaded. You can check also all your games, and of course if you've got a lot of arcade games, that'll pretty much dominate. But we're going to go straight from Saints Row 2 to the Mirror's Edge demo, which I highly recommend you either checking that out or getting your hands on the retail copy, which hit on the 13th. So straight from a co-op game of Saints Row 2, we're moving right into a demo that we have downloaded on our hard drive, in this case obviously Mirror's Edge. So it's really nice that you can just move from game to game quite quickly without actually having to go to your dashboard, go to your games library, and then select it there. You can just get to it straight from your quick launch screen, which is really handy, and it sort of streamlines the whole experience of moving from game to game. And speaking of that, we're actually going to load a game for the first time, and I just got disconnected from live for a auto update. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that if you're in a party with somebody and you get disconnected from live for an update, as soon as you reconnect to live, you will actually automatically rejoin the party, which is, again, a lot better than how it was on the older dashboard, where if you're in a private chat with somebody and you got disconnected from a auto update, you'd have to resend an invite and all that jazz to get into the same game with them. Anyway, so we are loading a game that you may be familiar with if you've been keeping an eye on Jack's Forced Enjoyment series, Deadliest Catch Alaskan Storm. Now, while it does have a moderately interesting Bon Jovi opening, I really don't want to play it. But in the meantime, I'm going to take a look down in our standard friend list over to good old Jack himself on his gamer tag and see how he's doing on it. So once it's finished loading, move on up. There we go. Monkey 5225. Compare games. And there's at the top. He's got 75 gamer score on it. I obviously have 0 because I just popped it in. He's also been playing some World Tour, which is nice. And looking at this, he seems to have 3 achievements for the 75 gamer score, and the last one is actually for spotting a whale, which apparently he was telling me was actually random, but whatever. Anyway, I don't have any achievements yet because I just threw it in there right there, and quite frankly, I don't want it on my game history anymore. Now, on the old dashboard, if that were the case, I'd pretty much be stuck with it, especially since it was a real-to-go game and not a arcade trial, which they changed in the previous update to not show up on your history. So what you want to do in this case is I went to the dashboard and I took the game out so that it wasn't in there, and I'm going to go to show you that there it is right there. Got 0 achievements and all that and nothing going on there. So 0 achievements, 0 gamer score. If you go to your guide though, and move over to the games blade on the left and select achievements, you'll see a little option for X called delete game history. Now I can't do that on Saints Row because that has achievements, but if I do it, I can do it on anything with 0 gamer score. So we're going to hit X, delete from history, and it is no longer there. So any games that you don't have any achievements in, you can delete from your history. Like if you ever played the Final Fantasy XI play online view or anything like that, you can just get rid of that even though it's 0 out of 0 or whatever. Alright, and the last little tip I'm going to show you before I head out of here is that if you get any picture messages, they're now going to actually be shown at a large resolution. So here's me holding a little cog tag or whatever about Gears of War, which came out on the 7th. Anyway, that's it for this part of the NXE preview. For more videos, be sure to check out achievementhunter.com.